What's up YouTube? I'm back. Been a bit of an extended break towards the end of last year. Life just got busy, went traveling, came back, had a cyclone hit the area I live in. I had to prepare for that. Went to the gym, injured myself. So lots going on, been keeping myself busy. But I'm keen to get back into routine and upload on a more regular basis. I'm going to start by putting up this video, which will be a full live trading session. It will have a complete breakdown of the setup I took, my thoughts and adapting to the flow of the market, execution, risk management, and the end result. So it'll be a nice video to grab the popcorn out, sit back and just chill. I'll have everything time-stamped in the description below, so if you guys just check that out if you want to skip some parts of the video. So hope you guys enjoy it. Please let me know of your thoughts and comments below.
Alright, just coming into the London session here on the 4th of March, 25. Just got home a bit late, had to prepare for this cyclone that apparently is coming in tomorrow, so had to do a bit of shopping. Got back home later than expected, but not going to rush into anything too quick here. So before we start analysing my currency pairs, just going to have a look at the news. Got nothing on tonight apart from some yellow folder news. Let's have a look going into midnight. Yep, so looking pretty safe to trade. We'll start with the US dollar index. So from the analysis on yesterday's weekly outlook, I anticipated price to come back into discount before continuing to the upside. However, price has actually pushed quite far into discount and has also broken through these higher time frame PDRAs, which makes me think that the price action wants to continue back down to the previous weekly low. You can see here on the daily, price has closed way below the daily fair value gap here, and also the 4-hour fair value gap as well that's overlapped. And now we're getting a simple retest of this area as an inverse now. So my bias on euro and pound will be bullish. As you can see here, the daily has closed bullish on EURUSD. As you can see on the 4 hours, retesting this inverse fair value gap here during the edge session. As you can see, the 12 p.m. candle did retest this, and it's looking like price is potentially reversing right about now. So looks like I may have missed an initial entry. However, this may be a potential second entry here on the 5-minute time frame on EURUSD. Let's have a look at GU here. Got another potential entry on GU as well, right about here. So I'm going to put in a setup. Let's have a look at this 4-hour. Gonna have a quick look at EURGBP to see which pair is stronger. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're getting some strength on pound, so it's probably better to go with the pound here. So entry will be on this order block on the 5-minute. Stop loss will be placed safely below this structure here, around 13.5 pips. So let's just see if price tags me in here. On my MT5 using IC markets, the fill is actually here, but I'm not triggered in yet. Entry's at 1.26971, which on IC markets it looks like it's down here. I'll just wait till I get filled and see what happens. My initial bias was bearish on the weekly, however price has pushed more than 50% of this wick here, which makes me think that price will retest the high of the previous weekly candle. Looking at the daily, price is closed bullish. I'm anticipating price to continue to the upside, at least to this previous daily wick high here. As you can see, price is still trending below the previous daily open, created the bearish wick to the downside, and now I expect for price to continue back to the upside after a change in state of delivery, which is pretty much what we got. So on the 4-hour here, we have a nice potential high-low formation here. As you can see, price has retested this breaker. Get rid of this 4-hour fair value gap here. I'm actually triggered into this now. I'm going to be aiming for the previous daily high here. Okay, so daily was bullish. We're still trending below the previous daily open here. I'm anticipating price to pull back into a high time frame PD array to create the bearish wick before the continuation to the upside. Simply looking for that change in state of delivery. We actually had this on the 4-hour as well, as you can see here. Price closed above, retested this fair value gap, pushed to the upside, new high created. Now I'm anticipating price to continue back to the upside. Going to the 1 hour, what we have here, we have a sweep of the previous order block here from yesterday during the New York session. We've also had another 3 tap, and on the 15 minute we've had a change in state delivery as well. So as you can see here, 15-minute structure broken, created a nice order block here that price has retested, and now price on the 15 minute simply closed bullish above this level, and I was simply looking for that retest of a 5-minute order block to then look for that continuation to the upside with the rest of the expansion of the daily candle. So this retracement should hold if my analysis is correct. The safe level would be at below this wick here. So if I get stopped on this wick, then price is likely just going to continue back to the downside. So this is a 1 to 2. We look at the 15 minute. This is the 15-minute order block. Change in state of delivery happened here. So I'll mark this in. So market structure shift, change in state of delivery. This is the breaker on the 15-minute, which should hold, and the order block is right about here. So given that price is pushed above this level here, creates another 15-minute order block, which should hold as well. So I think my stop loss is in a fairly safe spot, because if this level breaks, then the trend would be flipping bearish, and then that invalidates my trade. In terms of risk management, I'll be going risk-free at around this level here, and will potentially be trailing my stops to half at around this level here. Okay, so we'll have a quick recap. Initial bias was bearish on the weekly, however, price on the daily closed bullish, way above the high time frame PD arrays here. Anticipating price to continue this bullish sentiment to the upside and at least retesting the previous daily wick before price will do what it wants. So it's either going to break above, continue pushing bullish, or it's going to reverse completely. So looking for a buy position is appropriate here. As you can see, we've also had this weak closes on the 4-hour, retesting the previous 4-hour breaker. And on the 1 hour, we have a nice retest of this order block here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 touches. And then on the 15-minute, we've had that change in state delivery here, market structure shift. We've had the 15-minute push bullish here, got in on a safe 5-minute order block entry here, and stop loss is below the 15-minute low. We'll just monitor this from the 5-minute on the left and the 4-hour on the right. Okay, this price action is looking pretty good so far. If the 5-minute closes above this level here, we create this order block and price should continue pushing back bullish. But we fail to break above this high, then there's a chance the price will reverse. But looking at the 4-hour structure here and the 1 hour, it seems pretty safe that this will continue to the upside, because this just seems like the normal price action unless something else causes this to flip. I think we're in the clear for a nice trade. So we just reached this area here, my trade management. So I'm going to move my stop loss to half here. As you can see, price did close above this 5-minute high. So there shouldn't be any reason for price to retrace more than these wicks here. So I'm going to move it approximately half, which is around this level here. Alright, so risk is managed on this setup here. If price were to retrace all the way back down to entry and into drawdown, it's very likely that it's going to reverse back to the downside. This level here should be respected as price pushes to the upside here. So let's have a look at the 15 minute. So as you can see here, the 15 minute order block was respected. Price did not close below this level, so it would make sense to put my stop loss there. And as price pushes up, we'll just continually mark out new order blocks that are created in the market. So this will be the next level here. So then, for instance, if price creates another retest of this level and then pushes up, I'll try my stop loss again. And if price hasn't reached the draw on liquidity yet, which is the previous daily wick here, and it does retest, I will then scale in for another position if I think it's appropriate in order to maximize my risk reward. So for instance, if I've reduced my stop loss by half, I will then add on another position risking 0.5%. However, if I scale my position to break even, then I'll just enter another setup at 1% because I'm risking 1% per trade. So I'll always have 1% total loss on a trade. I will not have more than that on the table. So this is looking like it's going with our analysis so far. Price is just about to reach this previous Asia high from today. So we'll just see if we're going to get a significant reaction from it. But given how price action looks, I do think it's going to break to the upside and retest the Asia high once it's broken above. Okay, so I've just analyze the 1 hour. In the next 5 minutes, if this 1 hour candle does close bullish, then there's a very high chance that price will then retrace back into this 1 hour order block here for the continuation to the upside. As you can see here, there's a 5 minute and 15 minute order block here. So looking at the 15 minute time frame, I can also have a look and see where this breaker is. So it looks like there's a breaker right about here. So what I can do is, if this 1 hour candle closes bullish, I can scale in on another entry at this breaker, which aligns with the 15 minute order block, and then have my stop loss at this level here. And then what can we get from this? So 1.78 risk reward here added onto the trade. That's only if this 1 hour candle closes bullish. So stop loss will essentially be below the current 1 hour wick. Just say if this 1 hour close doesn't close above this order block here, then I won't be getting into another position, because there's a chance that price will reverse and then stop me out. So there's no point in getting in if I think it's going to flip back bearish. This breaker should hold on the 15 minute if this is going to continue bullish. Let's just say another scenario is that if this 1 hour candle closes just above this 1 hour level here, then I can just do an instant execution. I'm going to put in my risk, so we're going to risk 0.5 on this position because we've half the risk already. So it looks like we are going to close bullish. The reason why the entry isn't exactly on this 15 minute order block is because my broker looks slightly different. Okay, so I've just put in my position here, just waiting to get tagged in on my broker. So I'm not actually tagged in here yet. It literally just missed it. So I just need it to pull back a little bit more. Okay, I am now in this setup here. If price action is normal, this level should hold. I shouldn't get stopped here. As this 1 hour candle is closed above this structure and the wick should hold. Obviously, I will not always be correct. And I'm still risking total of 1% on this trade because I only entered a half position here. Quick update, guys. So I actually hit take profit on this trade on my broker IC Markets. So actually the daily wick high was actually placed a bit lower, so my TP was actually just on this level here, which I'll post on the screen here once I've done the edits. Quick run through this whole trade again. Daily bias was bullish, anticipated price to continue to at least the previous daily wick here after a change in structure on the lower time frame. The 4 hour looked like a nice retest of this 4 hour breaker here. As you can see, liquidity was taken from the early Asia 4 hour close. 1 hour structure tapped into this 1 hour order block multiple times, 15-minute time frame as well. As you can see here, the change of state of delivery after that liquidity was taken. Bullish structure forming, entered in on the 5-minute order block after the high was created to the upside here, and then scaled in on another position once the 1 hour closed bullish. Stop loss was placed below the previous 1 hour wick, which is where the first entry stop loss was. It manages to risk free when price pushed up into profit, and the rest is history. So in total, I gained around 2.5 risk reward on this setup. So it's a very good day for me, and catch you all tomorrow for Wednesday's trading day.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. As I said earlier, if you have any thoughts, comments, please let me know down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.